Hello. So I am doing this video so that everyone could be able to follow and everyone could also code their questionnaire correctly and how you are going to interpret the result of your pilot study in your manuscript. So I'm calling this pilot study tutorial. So let's say for example we have this study mental and technical readiness. So we have this objective or your SOP. So specifically, you wanted to know what is the profile of the respondents in terms of sex and year level. What is the level of mental preparedness and what is the level of technical preparedness. However, in this technical preparedness, we have a subdomain, meaning your instrument has this subdomain. And of course, ultimately, is there a significant relationship between level of mental and technical? So of course, if we have an objective, we should have an instrument. Let's say, for example, we have this instrument. So to measure mental preparedness, we have an 18 indicator or question. Okay. Now, this is a 5-point Likert scale. So whenever we have a positive statement, we're going to score it 5 if the respondent chooses a particular response of strongly agree. And it will be decreasing depending on the extent of the verbal responses. So 1 will going to be the lowest, which is 1. So in here, going back to our SOP, we can notice that the level of mental preparedness doesn't have any subdomain. So supposedly, your questionnaire will going to look like this. Doesn't have any subdomain. So here in your SOP, there's no subdomain until in your mental preparedness. So in your SOP number 3, what is the level of technical preparedness or technical preparedness in terms of cognitive, self-regulated, and planning? So since your SOP has subdomain, your questionnaire must also have this subdomain. So under cognitive, we have 7 questions. Self-regulated, we have 5. And planning, we have 7. So this is an AI generated subdomain. So you don't really have to worry about its credibility in terms of its indicator. So I'm just giving you an example about this one. Now, most of you, the one of the main purpose of your pilot study is you could be able to know whether your questionnaire has a positively stated indicator or negatively stated indicator, because it will going to depend whether your verbal to numerical conversion will going to be interpreted. Say for example, you have positively stated question here or indicator. I have to read something to learn it best. So this is a positive statement. It doesn't have any negative modifier. So every time the respondent will going to respond strongly agree, I will going to score that as 5. Let's say for example, this was stated in a negative manner, meaning I have, just like this one, it is hard for me to learn with everything that I read. So meaning, if the respondent strongly agree with this statement, I will be scoring this as 1. If the respondent agree, I will be scoring it 2. Neutral, we're going to stay at the numerical value of 3. Disagree will going to be 4. Strongly agree will going to be 5. So please take note whether your instrument is stated in a positive or in a negative manner, because that will going to change your scoring. So we are calling that a negatively stated indicator, or it will be scored as a reverse scoring. So please do take note of that very important details, because that is also one of the purpose of your pilot study. It will going to make you well verse about your questionnaire. Okay, so I hope we're clear with the positive and negatively stated indicator or questions, and also particular subdomain depending on your SOP and in your questionnaire. So let's say, for example, you're done with your pilot study. You have already gathered data with your minimum of 30 respondents. And let's say you utilize as Google Form. Then this is just an example of an automated result of a pilot study. So again, try to indicate here the name of the instrument. So I put here mental preparedness here at the top. Okay. Then, as you notice, you're going to have here questions. These are the series of the questions that is included in your questionnaire. So first, I have to read something to learn it best. So what we're going to do is you have to change this question or in this indicator into a much more clear or brief name. So let's say, for example, if this is a mental preparedness questionnaire, you could use this one, mental one, meaning under mental preparedness questionnaire, this is question number 1. So you could just use mental one. Please do not put space in between. This is for statistical purposes function already. Okay, so to help your statistician. So change here the question into this direct and brief title of each of your question. Okay, so I think I have to delete this one. All right, so now we already have, this is your first question, and this is the this yellow here, and I made this one. So usually you cannot find this in the result of your pilot study. So you have to you also have to follow this one. So put here, just add another column here and type here the respondent. So this is your R1 or respondent 1 up until respondent 30. So of course, most of you probably will going to have this result. Consent, yes. Then sex, male, female. This is already the sex of your respondent 1. So your respondent 1 said yes to the consent, and he is a female. The year level is first year. Okay, so in your question number 1, in your mental preparedness, your respondent 1 strongly disagree. Okay, now your main goal next here is you have to convert now this verbal interpretation into numerical interpretation. So how are you going to do that? So you just have to highlight all from here, strongly disagree up until in this part. Then just go to menu, type replace here, find and replace. Then all go back to your interpretation. So in your interpretation a while ago, it says here, if it is a positively stated questionnaire, if it is a positively stated indicator or question, respondent that responded strongly agree will be converted into 5. So you find strongly disagree, so you just have to type that one. Strongly agree, strongly agree, you need to score that 5 and replace all. So everything that is stated here in strongly agree, we're going to be replaced into a numerical value of 5. Again, you have to make sure that the statement, each statement here is positively stated. If not, then one by one, now you really have to reverse scored those particular item. So you will not going to include that in the highlighted cell here. This is on all the highlighted cell here are those statement that is positively stated, and strongly agree will be converted into 5. So I hope we're clear with that. And you have to do that in all 5-point Likert scale. So strong, next is agree. Agree will be scored will be converted into 4. Replace all. Then neutral will be scored 3. Replace all. Then, as you notice here, strongly this 4 because 4 was replaced already with the agree was already replaced by 4. So you just have to type that one. Strongly this 4. Okay, then this is also the same as strongly disagree, so it will be scored as 2. Replace all. Then this 4, meaning disagree. Sorry. You have to go back. Okay. Strongly this 4, it will be scored as sorry, this 4 I mean. This 4 will be scored as 4. 2 I mean. Right? Then strongly this 4 will be scored as 1. So this is also the same as strongly disagree. Strongly 2 I mean. Okay, so everything now is being converted, has been converted, I mean, from verbal to numerical interpretation. Alright, from here, going to this part. Right? So you should also, this is the mental preparedness questionnaire. Make sure to label it at the top and make sure to try to think of something that is one word only, or one word only that doesn't have a space. Okay, so later I'm going to explain why. Next, one of your other questionnaire is technical preparedness, right? So remember, we have 3 subdomain here, so you also have to make a particular row that will going to indicate that this question is under a particular subdomain, and this is also under one subdomain, and this is also one subdomain. So you just have to do the same. Respondent here, so this is respondent 1, so this is all the responses, and convert everything here in from verbal to numerical interpretation. Now, let's say for example, you have already done those conversion from verbal to numerical conversion. Your statistician next we're going to send you this file. Mostly it is in a Word file. So it says here reliability, meaning your statistician have already analyzed your questionnaire. So the main purpose here is to see to it if your questionnaire is a reliable questionnaire, or a consistent questionnaire using Cronbach alpha value. So this is going to be the presentation of the result. So under mental readiness, you have to look for this value here, Cronbach alpha value. Remember, in what we have discussed, a Cronbach alpha value of more than 0.7, okay, 0.7 will going to be yielded as a reliable or consistent instrument. So it shows here that your mental readiness questionnaire, since it yielded a Cronbach alpha value of 0.827, that value is more than 0.7, it shows that this questionnaire is indeed a reliable instrument. Okay, so this is the most particular number that you're going to notice, so you don't have to mind all the other tables there. Next, remember, you have 2 set of questionnaire. You have your mental and technical readiness, or preparedness, I mean. So under technical preparedness, you have 3 subdomains. So here, this is already technical readiness. So under the subdomain of cognitive, it shows here that it has a Cronbach alpha value of 0.848, which is also more than 0.7. Another, so you can see actually here the particular code that you have encoded earlier. So this is the reason why I encourage everyone to make your own unique set of question here, or the code of your particular question or indicator. So mental 1, so this is the first question under your mental preparedness. It will going to be shown in the result also of your Cronbach alpha value here in your mental readiness. So mental 1, meaning this is question number 1. So you can see here that you have an 18 set of questions. In your cognitive, you can see here that you have 7 set of questions. In your self-regulated, one of the subdomain of your technical readiness, it shows here 0.788. You have 5 indicator. And in your planning, you have an Cronbach alpha value of 0.891, which is also a reliable value. You have 6 total questions or indicator. And you also have to take note that you must have an overall technical readiness Cronbach alpha value, which is 0.852. Meaning, if you have a subdomain, you need to have you need to have overall Cronbach alpha value and each Cronbach alpha value of your subdomain. So since we have 3 subdomains here in your technical preparedness, so you need to have 1 Cronbach alpha value as an overall preparedness, 1 Cronbach alpha value for cognitive, 1 for self-regulated, and 1 for planning. Okay, so all in all, we have how many? 1 Cronbach alpha value, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you have 5 Cronbach alpha value that you need to state in your manuscript. So how to state that in your manuscript? So I have already make here a particular example. Of course, you are not allowed to copy and paste this one. You need to paraphrase and make your own statement. Okay, so first part of since we are doing a interpretation of your pilot study, this is under reliability of the instrument in your chapter 3, particularly in your methodology, right next to your validity. Okay, so first part of your reliability section there in your chapter 3 is you need to explain what is reliability first. So you need to find a reputable citation for that, and it should be reflected in your reference. So try to follow correct EPA citation. So you need to put here the citation. Then, explain what is reliability on the first paragraph. Then, next paragraph, explain how you gather your pilot study data, and explain Cronbach alpha value and how it will be interpreted. Then, lastly, you have to state your result. For example, results show that the mental readiness scale obtained Cronbach alpha of 0.827. So where did I get this 0.827? So go back to the result. So go back to the mental readiness. So this is the result, 0.827. So you have to write that one in your manuscript. Here, so the result showed mental readiness scale or preparedness Cronbach alpha value of 0.827. And the overall technical readiness scale yielded an alpha value of 0.852. I also get that from the result of the Cronbach alpha value that was shown earlier. With the following subdomain coefficients, cognitive is 0.8, self-regulated is 0.7, planning is 0.89. All obtained alpha values exceeded the acceptable threshold, indicating that the instruments and its subdomains are all reliable. So it is very important that you should be able to know how to interpret the following results of your Cronbach alpha value.